what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I just got a chance to review the Breakfast Club interview with Ice Cube. And Ice Cube said some very interesting, and he was very candid about what was going on with the Big Three. It just appears to me that Ice Cube has been ostracized pretty much out of Hollywood. And Ice Cube do have a film project coming up. He's going to be one of the voices of the upcoming Ninja Turtles movie produced by Seth Rogen. And I think Seth Rogen is also going to do one of the characters as far as using his voice go. But Ice Cube said that basically the NBA has been giving him problems, saying basically they have been trying to sabotage him, say basically that they ruined potential deals for him. Now, keep in mind, it appears that the Big Three seems to be doing very well to the point now they're on the verge of basically being able to sell teams to owners. So basically they're on the verge of selling some of their teams to, you know, one individual or groups. And I think that's cool. He said that also that the NBA has considered the Big Three like a competing league, which Ice Cube said it isn't a competing league. He said it's just basically an alternative. He said he tried to make sure that it didn't coincide with the regular NBA schedule. He said it was perfectly did. He said it was purposely did. And he said also he offered the NBA 10% basically for nothing. You know, basically he was going to give the league 10% ownership without even selling it to them. And he said they rejected it. He said basically they were on the verge of landing big time deals. And he said that basically he was getting a phone call at the last minute when it was about to be finalized saying that you need to work or get in contact with the NBA. So basically it appears that Adam Silver and the NBA has been putting up roadblocks, which I don't like. I don't like that kind of stuff. And Ice Cube said that he may be on the verge eventually of taking legal action versus the NBA. And I think that's pretty messed up. Ice Cube said also that he's never prevented anybody that was playing in the Big Three from going to the NBA. He said basically if they got a call for a 10-day contract, he said they would let them go without no problems. So if Ice Cube is trying to collaborate and be cooperative with the NBA, why are they giving him a hard time? He's not jeopardizing the NBA whatsoever. The NBA is a $1 billion entity. And that's just real talk. But it just goes to show you that the NBA is so threatened by an alternative like basketball league, and it's only 3-on-3 to their, 5-on-5. So I just don't understand that. But at the end of the day, due to the fact that Ice Cube is one of the founders and he is the face of the Big Three, well, you know what's up. People always feel threatened by seeing black men in powerful positions. They've always been threatened by it, and they've always tried to undermine it and try to sabotage it. Now, we all know that Adam Silver, if you tried to contact him for comment, they'll say they have no comment at this time, and they'll put out some fake condescending statement that in no way, shape, or form the NBA is interfering with the operations of the Big Three, which I have no reason not to believe Ice Cube. And I had heard things about some internal things that was going on with the Big Three. Keep in mind, I've covered 2 Big Three events, and I'm in contact with people with the Big Three. And without saying too much, I've heard some things. I've heard things about them even telling former players not to be bothered with the Big Three. You know, and they have been telling people that, okay, if you wish to own an NBA franchise, you can't own a Big Three franchise at the same time, which once again, that makes no kind of sense. It appears to me that the NBA is trying to run a monopoly, and that just ain't right. Like I said before, we need to start speaking out against this kind of stuff. But according to people like me, oh, I'm just playing the race card, and I'm race baiting, I'm being a race pimp. Because that's people's go-to move, because at the end of the day, you have these coward black people that's just scared to call this kind of stuff out. Like I said before, for the most part, Ice Cube has been a model citizen for the most part. You really haven't heard of Ice Cube being involved in no incidents really outside of the rap and the movies and all that kind of stuff. Now we all remember the beef with Cypress Hill, and you've heard different stories about what happened with Cypress Hill and what happened with NWA. It really comes down to who you believe, because it's always going to be their version, which, by the way, I'm a big fan of Cypress Hill. I'm a big fan of Ice Cube. I'm a big fan of NWA, Eazy-E. Rest in peace to Eazy-E. So, Dr. Dre. So, somewhere in between everybody's version of what happened, there's the truth. Am I saying Ice Cube is a saint? Absolutely not. But does Ice Cube look like he's a solid businessman and he has good business ideas? Well, it seems to be proven that he knows what he's doing. Keep in mind, the Big Three is in his 6th season. So he knows something. But nevertheless, I just wanted to put that out there. And I think more of us need to start speaking on these situations, man. At the end of the day, I support the NBA and I watch the NBA. But if I continue to hear stuff like this, then the NBA is going to get phone calls, and then I'm going to start calling out the NBA. So that's real talk. And for the people that's going to come on here with their condescending remarks, oh man, the NBA don't care what you think. Well, if you start making noise and you start tallying up people, oh, you can make some noise. Keep thinking that I'm not making stuff happen. Keep thinking that people are not paying attention. And it's obviously the NBA is watching the Big Three, because they're calling up their players for 10-day contracts or tryouts. So, at the end of the day, this needed to get put out there. But shout out to Ice Cube. Just want to tell the dude, keep grinding, and keep doing what you believe in. Anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.